I used to spend an excessive amount of time looking for images, whether for a presentation or a lesson or a classroom resource or something, right? Not anymore. Now I get AI to do it. I'm going to show you how to get AI to create the images that you need, and I'll even show you some of my favorite styles for images. Let's go. Okay, what we're looking at here are the elements of a prompt to get an image. Some of these are required, some of them are just useful or frankly optional. For example, you've got to have your subject. I mean, what's in the image? What's the image about, right? And then is the subject doing anything? What else is in this image? That's your other elements. Where is this image taking place? You might even say, this is what I'm trying to accomplish with this image. Maybe not on that one. Emotions. What are the people or the expressions of the subjects? What's your visual style? And I'm going to show you a bunch of those. And then format, like portrait or landscape view or square or 16 by 9 or widescreen. What dimensions do you need? And then finally, should there be any text in the image? So those are your basic elements there. Let me show you how we can put them together. Let's start with our first sample prompt. So you'll see many of those elements are in there. I need an image, obviously. The subject is 3 kids. And what are they doing? They're playing safely on a playground slide. And then I'm going to describe their actual actions that I want to see represented. One sliding, one waiting, one at the bottom. Something about the kids, 3rd grade in this case. What else is in this scene? What are the other elements? A nearby sign listing playground safety rules. And what style do I need? Realistic photographic style. Now, one thing I didn't put in here is the ratio, so I'm probably going to get portrait. But let me show you what the AI did with that particular prompt. Ta-da! There's my prompt up there, and there are my kids playing safely on the playground slide. Great. Let me show you another quick example. In this one, high school student walking down the hallway doing something we have seen a lot of high school kids doing, staring at his phone and about to trip over something, because we're going to try to teach the kids to pay attention to where they're going and maybe even put down their phones. So, high school student, that's my subject. What is he doing? He's walking down the hallway. What is going on? He's about to trip. What are the other elements in this scene? Another student coming his way and noticing he's about to crash. And then I've got my style settings. Here, I want a doodle image, a doodle cartoon image, which I describe as simple color palette and a transparent background. Now, you see I'm already putting a specific style in there. I'm going to show you more, but this frankly is one that I use quite a bit when I don't want to try to represent real people, but I'm trying to make a point. So that's my style there. When I drop that prompt into AI, right there, now I'm getting that, which is what I wanted to see, right? And it has all the pieces in there because I was explicit about the subject and the other elements and the style and so forth. Now, let's say I wanted to convert that image. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but what I really want is like a nitty-gritty sci-fi, like a dark scene. Well, here's something interesting that happened. First, I say, revise it for documentary photographic style. So take that same thing, but now the style will be documentary photograph style, which is characterized or described as unposed actions and a gritty, natural feel. And I got a pretty good image there. But then when I said, oh, I want a dark thriller movie poster style, intense shadows and dramatic lighting, ChatGPT actually rejected and said, that might violate our guidelines. There are some built-in guidelines. The surprising thing is I got the prior one, but I couldn't get this one. So I said, all right, have the students walking away from me, right? So we see them from the back, no faces. All right, let's try it. And there's my dark thriller movie poster, intense shadows and dramatic lighting, and by golly, I got it. Now, let's take a look at another prompt. So that was all variations of my prompt too. Maybe I want a nice, bright cartoon image, right? Cartoon, my subject is bees. The action is landing on bright yellow, blue, and red flowers. The style, which I'm specifying, children's book, bright, bold colors, black outlines, and something about the format, portrait ratio, close-up, and in this one I'm putting in some text, which is in quotation marks right here, welcome, spring. So I take that, throw it over to ChatGPT, and what I get is, wait for it, this one right here. And that's exactly what I wanted, and there should be, yes, there it is, the text at the bottom. Now, what I would do, I would click on it, I would right-click, say Save Image, and I would save it to my computer somewhere where I can then use it. Now, I did do one more just to see how it would work. So here we've got image of a young man. That's my subject. The scene or the event is driving lesson. I have his facial expressions, looked excited. Also in this scene, instructor, terrified. And I did something unique here, which is, where is the viewer in this? The view is from the front of the car. So that's where the viewer is looking, because that's important to the image that I visualized. Landscape ratio and image style, rubber hose, cartoon style from the 20s, etc., etc., etc. And there is my excited young man and terrified driving instructor. Now, let me show you quickly some of the other styles that I like to use. I'm going to post all of these on the website, so click the link. I'll pin it in the comments. You can go over and see all of these, but let me just show you a few quickly. Let's bop down to here. So some photographic styles, hyper realistic. I use that a lot. When I want it to look like real something, that's what I use. F-stop 22, so the background isn't blurred away, high resolution. I also like the studio photographic style, soft blended lights, minimal shadows. That one I get used a lot. My two favorite movie styles, cinematic movie. I just think about like Gone with the Wind, and dark thriller movie poster styles. Artistic, I don't really use these very much, but I have used watercolors sometimes, and where is it? Here we go. Children's book illustration with bright, bold colors. You'll see that I'm naming the style, and I'm providing some detailed descriptions about that style. So instead of just saying, give me a children's book illustration, I want to make sure it has these particular characteristics. Now, for you K-pop lovers out there, give me the K-pop visual style, polished lighting and vibrant colors, etc., etc. And then, which I use a lot for presentations and other resources, I've got a bunch of cartoon styles. You saw the rubber hose style already. The chibi cartoon style anime, realistic, but honestly my favorite one that I use most regularly, doodle cartoon style, mimicking quick pin strokes, raw, authentic, behind-the-scenes effect. So, those are the elements of an effective prompt. These items right here, and some of my favorite styles for creating images. I hope you found this useful. Take care.